How does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? During the research and development process of my magazine creation, I wanted to keep in mind how exactly my magazine would engage with my targeted audience, as well as where and how it would be distributed. Being that there are so many different types of media outlets, it was important for me to consider how my magazine would be distributed during the process. Audience engagement. In terms of engaging my audience, I wanted to make sure that I made clear to the general audience that my magazine's intended audience is groups of people that have interests in cars and trucks, as well as those who are interested in learning more about what makes the car and truck scene. There are no set age groups that this magazine is geared towards, and it isn't made only for men or for women. As I mentioned in the previous video, I also wanted to ensure that the magazine represented different groups in the scene. By representing vehicles from the lifted and lowered truck scene, I ensured that readers were made aware of the different types of vehicles and groups that could be seen at car shows or other gatherings. Distribution. During the research process, I regularly thought of the different distribution methods that could possibly be used to distribute my magazine. While there are traditional methods that many different companies use, such as social media, television ads, or newspaper print ads, I wanted to make sure that my magazine would be seen by a larger audience in the public. For this reason, my magazine was created with the intention of being on grocery store shelves, online as a digital copy, and advertised across multiple platforms on social media. You can see that on the contents page on the top right corner where there is a follow us section with multiple different social media platforms listed. Because most magazines are generally distributed this way, with companies like Motor Trend being a television channel, social media account, and digital and print magazine, I chose to do this with mine. Similar to Motor Trend, I would create a social media account on platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to increase the following. In doing this, the level of audience engagement would increase as well. Reflection. If I were to revisit this portion of my magazine's development, I would try to increase the audience engagement with different sections within the magazine, such as an Ask the Editor section, where I would answer questions from previous issues or questions that the general public has given to me through different platforms on social media or other ways, or even a Get to Know section. This Get to Know section would let readers know of the owner of a vehicle that might have been featured, the writer of said article, and so on. In terms of distribution, I would implement different QR codes that would take the reader to the magazine website, as this would increase traffic flow to the website itself and bring more readers and bring more shares to other parties. And I would also include QR codes that would take readers to social media platforms. By doing so, I will increase the following on different social media outlets, as well as the likelihood that readers will share with friends or family, and then it gets more following.